Hey, mighty historians, Mr. Holland here, or in some worlds, I'm known as Frodo Baggins, or a member of the Baggins family. And I'm just gonna move you out. I just want you to see, look, the whole outfit. So today is Lord of the Rings Day, and is the most epic day. And I've got to go sit because I need my quote because this old hobbit doesn't necessarily have the best memory. So anyway, but look, I've got my little thing from the elves. They gave those to me to hold a nice token, I guess. I got another souvenir that I was given from my uncle Bilbo, a nice little ring there, my precious. And then yesterday, I went and I got a manicure, and so I got to show you my feet because hobbits they're very proud of their feet. So I'm going to turn you around, and you get to see my feet today on what is Wednesday, April 22nd. See those? Just flip them around. Isn't that funny? So anyway, by the way, it's Spirit Week. I am doing okay. I mean, like, I'm totally doing fine. I'm not crazy, not insane, just having a lot of fun on Lord of the Rings Day. And if you have a chance, you have to watch Lord of the Rings. It is the best documentary you will ever see. Seriously, so good. It's worth like the 12 plus hours it takes to get through it. So good. And I need me some I need me some brew. I made some brew this morning from the Green Dragon, and just so you know, it comes in pints. Good pints there. So anyway, I want to get to the alumni because once again we have some amazing alumni. I just need to pull them up on my computer. And did I delete them? Why am I not seeing them? Oh, here they are. I didn't delete them. A real hobbit would have deleted them. Okay, more on Lord of the Rings in a moment. And yes, did you see my ears? Hobbit ears. Actually, elf ears. And I forgot to say, a couple years ago, this was like 2 or 3 years ago, it was Halloween, and Miss Filburn, Miss Peters, and Mrs. Rojas and we all dressed up as Lord of the Rings characters. So Miss Filburn and I were hobbits. Mrs. Rojas was the One Ring to rule them all. Of course, she'd want to rule us all. Thanks, Rojas. Just kidding. And then Miss Peters was Gandalf, a great leader. So, and I did want to say, I tried to do hobbit hair, but it's not long enough yet. Give it another month or so of quarantine. It'll be long enough to be hobbit hair. So, okay. Alumni, and then we'll talk more about Lord of the Rings because seriously, why not? Okay, so 3 alumni today, Paige, Davis, and Celine. So Paige says, anything worth doing is worth doing badly. At least at first, you may have to fail or start off poorly at something before you can improve and do well. And that is okay. It takes humility to acknowledge your weakness, but it is the only way to truly grow. And I would agree with that. 2, and she has a ton, so I'm just going to kind of pick 2 or pick a couple. Okay, so the second one, she says, don't be afraid to ask questions about things you need to understand in the classroom, at work, and in any kind of relationship. It's better to ask than not know and drive someone crazy. Okay, number 3 with that, don't automatically assume your perspective is the only way at looking at things. And that is probably the best truth that we can hold on to, because I think so many of us we get caught up in our own minds and in our own perspectives, in our own ideologies or viewpoints, that how do I want to say it? I'm just going to go back and do it real quick. Um, we sometimes are not interested in looking at other perspectives. And that causes a lot of problems, particularly, I'm just going to say politically, when we are so bent on one viewpoint that, you know what, it's not objective truth. It's your opinion. I'm not willing to die on my opinion. I'm willing to die for objective truth. Okay, thank you, Paige. And maybe we'll come back. She's got a couple more there. We'll come back another day. Davis Lee. I just meant to say Davis, but Davis says, finding balance between academic, social, work life will take plenty of time. So it's okay to feel overwhelmed at first, so long that self-care always remains a priority. And when you guys get to college, you're going to have to figure out your own schedule. You're going to have to learn how to balance things. And then as you become an adult, you're going to have to learn to balance things as well as balance other people. And when you're, married, when you have your kids, you got to figure out how to balance your life with everyone else's as a whole. So that was good from Davis. And last for today, Celine says, replace moments of fear or uncertainty with gratitude and always aim for progress over perfection. True. Progress over perfection. I've said this many, many times. I don't know any perfect people. There are no perfect people. There are plenty of people who think they're perfect. If you think you're perfect, come to me and I'll be able to judge you out of being perfect, because we are all flawed in every way. But there is this wonderful thing called progress, and we get better over time if we choose. Okay, so those are the alumni for today. So I am most excited. Well, I was very excited to read alumni. I was very excited to dress up as a hobbit. And don't worry, I'm not wearing this all day. But today's daily quote is going to be good. So it's actually from the documentary, or some people call them movies. It's a documentary. That's all it is. Okay, but at the end of the second film, the Two Towers, Lord of the Rings, The Two Towers, there's a conversation between Frodo and Sam. So both are hobbits. Remember, both are going to Mordor to destroy this, because this is evil and controlled by Sauron. And so, they just simply walk into Mordor and drop it in. Okay. But this ring here, this is a big weight on Frodo. And they have just been, it's a horrible, horrible situation that they're having to go through to destroy the ring. So at the end of the film, Frodo says, I can't do this, Sam. I can't do this. And Sam, you have to love Sam. I mean, you have to love hobbits. You can't not love a hobbit. But Sam says, I know, it's all wrong. By rights, we shouldn't even be here. But we are. It's like in the great stories, Mr. Frodo, the ones that really mattered, full of darkness and danger they were. And sometimes you didn't want to know the end. Because how could the end be happy? How could the world go back to the way it was when so much bad happened? But in the end, it's only a passing thing, this shadow. Even darkness must pass. A new day will come, and when the sun shines, it will shine out the clearer. Those were the stories that stayed with you. That meant something, even if you were too small to understand why. But I think, Mr. Frodo, I do understand. I know now. Folk in those stories had lots of chances of turning back, only they didn't, because they were holding on to something. Frodo looks at Sam and asks in desperation, what are we holding on to, Sam? And Sam, in such a beautiful way. And here's where we're at, because we're kind of in the same situation. Sam looks at Frodo with tears in his eyes and says that there's some good in this world, Mr. Frodo, and it's worth fighting for. It is. So you guys go have a great day. Everything will be up on Google Classroom by 10:30. And just as always, missing you guys, and looking forward to the day when we can go back to school and just be back together again. So you guys take care. Love you, miss you, and I will see you later. Bye.